Ladies and gentlemen, who has the right to fight for the British Lightweight Championship and the coveted Lord Lonsdale's Challenge belt? We're about to find out. As Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Sport proudly presents 12 rounds of boxing. Eliminator for the British Lightweight Championship and the coveted Lord Lonsdale's Challenge belt, all sponsored by 888 Poker, and coming to you live on Sky Sports. And in the United States of America, exclusively live on AWE, a wealth of entertainment. All the officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Timekeeper at the bell is Mr. Bob Edgeworth. Our three scoring judges are Mr. Ian John Lewis of Gillingham, Mr. John Keane of Wellingborough, and Mr. Terry O'Connor of Birmingham. When the bell rings, the man in charge is our referee from Romford, Mr. Mark Green. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the red corner wearing the multicoloured trunks, weighing in at 9 stone, 8 pounds, 13 ounces. 30 fight record, 27 wins, 9 inside the scheduled distance, and just 3 defeats. The former British super featherweight champion from Cardiff, Dynamo Buckland! And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks trimmed with red, green and silver. Weighing in at 9 stone, 8 pounds, 15 ounces, 41 fight record, 37 wins, 18 inside the scheduled distance, 3 defeats, 1 draw. The former British and European lightweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, the former WBA light welterweight champion of the world. It's time to meet the Rock, Gavin Rees. So the waiting's over. The 12 rounds of boxing, eliminated for the British lightweight championship.
Okay, gentlemen, you both received your instructions in the dressing room. You know exactly what you got to do. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
Massive, massive night for both men. Gavin Rees contemplating retirement should it go wrong here tonight for the Rock. And in the other corner, Gary Buckland, who's out of his promotional contract as well. If he were to lose here, where would he go? And what a division he stepped into as well, moving up from super featherweight to this lightweight division that is so talent-loaded. Ricky Burns, world champion, we're seeing him next month. And you've got the Anthony Crollers, the Kevin Mitchells of this world. This an eliminator for the British title held by Martin Gethin. You've got Derry Matthews still holding the Commonwealth title. Then you've got some real young guns like Terry Flanagan, who nobody talks about and everyone seems to avoid. Then there's Luke Campbell coming through, Tommy Coyle. The list just goes on and on and on. A very, very deep division, easily the deepest division in British boxing talent-wise.
Well, Buckland trying to take the early initiative coming forward. I've always been impressed by Rees's jab. Such a short fellow. I'm amazed at the length he gets into his jab. He steps in with it, he times it perfectly. So I would imagine that Buckland's trying maybe to take that away from him.
Couple of rights to the body already from Rees. Just targeted the body again there. Rees has got the usual niggles. When did we last do a Gavin Rees fight where he was even close to being fully healthy? And it's been the same story again. All good right hand from Buckland getting through.
Well,
nice
Buckland,
left hook as well. Smart start this from Buckland.
Yep, but he's taking some chances. Obviously he knows he's the underdog, so he's looking to gain some confidence in the early stages. So taking chances, making some mistakes at the moment.
They know each other so well, these two. Sparred literally hundreds of rounds together down the years. They're good mates outside of the ring. So are their 2 trainers, but that's all been put on hold. Nice work from Rees. Sharp, fast, and out of range before Buckland could find a response. Good body shots again from Rees. He's really whipping in those right hooks.
Yeah, that's about the 4th or 5th solid body shot. I think that's the plan. Here goes another one. So that's marked up already.
I think he's cut just above the left eye there, Buckland.
I would imagine the heads have come together there. Don't know if we'll get to catch it on replay. As I say, Buckland's taking chances.
And he's reddening up around the body already, Jim, where those right hooks have been going in.
I think maybe he needs a little bit more thought in what he's doing. He's trying to impose himself on Rees, get an early advantage, but he's walked into a lot of jabs, a lot of body shots, come up with a good argument of his own. A good stuff there, good bust there from Buckland.
But again, look at that, doubling up the right hook to the body.
Look how red the rib cage is already of Buckland's.
It really is marking up. Nice switch upstairs, and that blood seeping down between the eyes now for Buckland.
And that's a horror starting in such an important fight, to feel the blood trickling down in the first round. I mean, Rees feels as if he's done enough to win the round. Now he's just backing off and coasting a little bit. Ah, lovely stuff.
He looks
from
sharp
Rees.
and very fast. He's got the radar dialed in here, Gavin Rees. Great start for him. And Buckland bloodied and a little bemused as he goes back to his stool there.
He's blowing already, right? Right, you see it, blowing already. You take it to him, that's smart to it, right?
Tony Ball, who runs Buckland's corner, not unhappy. So look, Rees is blowing already.
I think Buckland needs to put just a little bit more thought into what he's doing. He wanted to make an early impression, which is fair enough. He took a lot of chances, got a lot of solid punches off of his own, but I thought the accurate stuff, the body work from Rees was really impressive. So I think Buckland, he wants to take the initiative, that's fair enough, but maybe just a little bit more thought in what he's doing. You can't charge forward against such an experienced performer, and terrible luck about the injury so early.
Round 2 of this 12-rounder. Gavin Rees, the shorter man, the former world champion. The man who's put himself on the brink. He says, defeat here, he will retire. There's another one of those rights to the body, and he's so badly marked up on the left side of his ribs. Buckland really reddening up. Well, you heard Tony Borg in Buckland's corner there, wasn't too concerned about this start. The feeling is that Rees, they're going to ask him to set a very fast pace, and they don't know whether he's going to be able to sustain it.
Yeah, but I think maybe they're looking, it's been a hard career Rees has had, you know, in his 30s. So maybe they feel that they're prepared to take chances, take some early punches, but it will pay dividends in the later stages. But you need tight defence, need the chin down, the hands up, if that's your plan.
He's got to get to those later stages, as you say, and there's another nice bit of work with the right hook from Gavin Rees. This time switched it upstairs. It's a very positive start from Rees, but he hasn't slowed Buckland down yet. Buckland is still coming after him, digging in some work of his own. Right uppercut, Buckland.
Now, Rees should be getting his jab working a little bit quicker to stop this march forward of Buckland, although he's maybe quite happy because I think he's landing the telling punches. Good three-punch combination from Buckland. There's a body shot, beautiful shot.
3 lefts to the body. A change of diet, but the uppercut coming in from Buckland, then another left to the body. They're both digging in hard, hurtful punches. Two tough guys, because these are solid shots both ways.
This is not a 12-rounder, Nick. This can't go on for 12 rounds. This is terrific. What a pace. See, Rees just that little bit more relaxed than Buckland. Buckland forcing things, still trying to make that early impression that he's moved up to. It's not a new weight division. He's boxed in this division before, but recently stepped up.
That was a shove, and Mark Green just immediately jumping in there because Rees was in danger of going through the ropes. Again, just sneaking in hooks to the body. Rees, he's been pouring them in.
I mean, he's right to stick with the body shots. I mean, Buckland is tough, but eventually these body shots have to take their toll. He's landing too often and too cleanly. Oh, terrific stuff.
Having really worked the right hand. He's been working the left in this round, Rees. And the torso of Buckland is reddened right up.
Bucket drop. Come on, bucket.
There's Tony Borg in the middle there, working the corner for Buckland.
Buckland hasn't stopped coming forward, but I do feel he needs just a little bit more thought in what he's doing. He's getting his punches home, but nothing is ever unanswered. Rees has answered everything, and the body shots have been terrific.
It's high stakes here from the Borg Buckland team, though. Obviously, the feeling is we've got to keep the pressure on, force Rees to fade in the later stages. He has done that in the past. Remember that European title fight he had against Andrew Murray, where he was coasting his way through, then suddenly seemed to run out of gas before rallying. Murray's big problem was he just didn't have any kind of punch at all to slow Rees down, but that was a good 2 or 3 years ago now. Rees has worked on his conditioning under Lockett a lot more than he has in earlier parts of his career, shall we say.
Rees trying to get the punches off earlier now. Buckland still coming forward, but not getting them off as quickly as he was.
The official word from Mark Green on that cut, by the way, caused by a punch, not a clash of heads.
A lovely little burst of punching there again from Rees.
Well, this is what he said he'd do. He said he'd try and be on the outside, use his superior skills. He said, you know, he always resented the fact that everyone was looking at this as two sort of full-on guys who'll just meet head-to-head and go for a tear-up. Rees said, I'm more skillful than that. Good work from Buckland there. Rees absorbing everything, but the hands were dropped as Buckland landed those punches. And Rees just wincing there as something landed from Buckland.
Buckland is putting so much into what he's doing. He's winding up every shot. Every shot is a full-force power shot. So you wonder who is going to start feeling the pace first.
And whether all those little niggles and injuries of Rees's might come into play as well. We've heard problems with the thumb, with the elbow, with the shoulder, with everything. How much of that is truth, how much of that is a smokescreen, you never know. I think anyone who knows anything about Gavin Rees knows he is not 100%, and probably never will be again. Buckland keeping the pressure on, and Rees has slowed a little bit here in this third round.
But you never see Buckland's success without Rees coming back with something. That's the problem. He's putting so much into it. But Rees, again, as you see that, it answers what's coming. But maybe not comfortable with the pace. Rees, I'm sure he would like to settle this pace down. Buckland not allowing that. I think the better boxing is coming from Rees. But Buckland getting himself into things. Good stuff at the moment from him.
It is, and it forces a response from Rees. Buckland has soaked up an awful lot of punishment, still keeping on coming.
Maybe he feels the aggression and the close rounds will see it his way, but I just see the better boxing coming from Rees.
Well, it can't be too partisan, the arena here in Cardiff just at the moment, because you've got two South Wales boxers in action and two men who desperately need a win here.
Corners, 10 seconds.
That's terrific action. When Buckland is pouring everything out here in the early stages, the plan must be to grind Rees down.
I just thought I caught Rees in that last round wincing and grimacing a couple of times. Is Rees going to start feeling this? It's a risky strategy from Buckland and Borg, but Borg knows his game as well, and he knows his man. And of course, they all know each other so well. The trainers know each other, the fighters know each other. All the strengths and weaknesses. And Buckland getting through, double jabs, and there's another one. And Rees is eating a few of these now, again switching downstairs. That's where he's been targeting from the start. But Buckland has soaked everything up without wilting so far.
That's better from Buckland, you know, using the jab as he come forward. I was saying the forward march is okay, but he needs a little bit more thought in what he's doing, and using the jab is sensible.
Sort of banging in both of them with such purpose, aren't they? They're not holding back.
This is just like a gunfight at the moment. Nobody wants to give ground. They're standing. Whoever backs off here is the first sign of weakness. Neither prepared to be that.
And Buckland is dragging Rees into the kind of fight he wants here. Struggling just to get anything clean there, Buckland. But he's got Rees right in front of him. Rees continuing to work downstairs where he's had such success.
I mean, this is amazing, you know, forehead to forehead, but not a clinch. I just
Use of the shoulder there.
A little push off. I mean, in this kind of fight, I wouldn't get too excited about that. These are power shots too. Buckland's digging in.
It's the kind of fight you sense one of these guys is just going to crack, and when it happens, it's going to happen very suddenly, and there'll be no way back.
But I think this is the kind of fight that Buckland came in wanting. Rees didn't. He spoke about doing it on the outside. He's been forced into this kind of fight.
Exactly.
I don't think he wanted this. And Buckland making a bit of an impression here. He's digging in power shots. Having the last word here.
Well, that was my point, Jim, that Rees was saying, I've got the superior boxing skills, but Buckland's dragging him into the pit.
But he's just using up so much steam for every punch that he throws, Buckland. So, I mean, these tactics are okay if you're taking a lot out of the opponent. If you're not, this is perfect.
Now he is, and Rees is forced to take a backward step. Hard, hurtful punches from Buckland, who is teeing off and unloading, and Rees is visibly slowing now. He is being ground down here, The Rock.
I think those punches have taken a bit out of Rees. That was a terrific burst from Buckland.
And the look on Lockett's face said it all. He looks very unhappy.
Hold up. All right, put them together. Oh, come on, relax. Don't stand in there now. You're going to waste all your energy standing in there.
I think there was a psychological turn in the battle in the fourth round there. I think it swayed in Gary Buckland's favour. He hit with a huge right hand, bang. Rees was in real trouble. So we'll see, does he pick it up where he left off, Buckland? I expect he will.
It'd be wrong and foolish to write off Gavin Rees, especially this early in the fight, but he's had a long, hard career. And Buckland is the man that seems to have that extra little bit of hunger at the moment. As the battle of the body shots continues, or Rees gets a good uppercut in there, and another one. But Rees has got to find something just to slow Buckland down or force a backward step.
I think he's going to have to find a way to hurt Buckland, just to take away some of this drive that he has. He's giving it everything. This is a huge effort for seeing from Gary Buckland. These are little kind of arm punches, but they're quite impressive looking. I mean, I wonder if Buckland actually feels stronger up at lightweight.
Oh, good right hand from Rees. Well, he said he feels stronger at lightweight. But then again, anyone moving up or moving down always says, well, that's my natural division. That's where I should be. And body shots, real sickeners. Uppercuts sprinkled in from both men. It's just a grinding, wear 'em down kind of fight now. And it's Buckland who's still the busier.
Yep, and it's his kind of fight. This is what he came in. He wanted to make it this kind of fight, so he's the happier of the two at the moment, but it's so difficult to split them.
Just forcing Rees to fight at such a pace. Good work again inside from Rees. It's fascinating, isn't it? They're both trying to bully each other, and neither man is going to be bullied.
No, it's a real standoff here. That just no one will show that first sign of weakness. Rees was hurt in the previous round, disguised it well, but you could see the impact of the shots. Oh, this is a terrific fight. Doesn't come any better than this.
Just continuing to pound away at the body. The old uppercut gets mixed in as well. A real tough, old school inside scrap this.
Rees been marked up now, some damage on the bridge of the nose. Just looks like a kind of bruise. Well, Rees trying to take it to Buckland for the first time. This hasn't happened before. Is this a factor in the fight? Good stuff from Rees.
Once again from Rees as Buckland, right at the end of that round, there was a sign that Buckland was starting to feel it.
Got to change the tactics now, right? Meet him head on and do exactly what you did that round. Break his heart. You're killing him to the body count, right? But you've got to whip him in, don't load up, okay? Take on some water.
A little psychological twist in this one. It just seemed to twist back in Rees's favour there.
Come on, Gav.
Buckland for the first time elected to go onto the back foot. Probably hurt with one of the body shots. So, you know, will that be significant in what takes place from now on in?
Yeah, it was just the last 20 seconds of the round that Buckland just seemed to be feeling it a little bit. And of course, in the previous round, it looked like Rees that was grimacing and struggling a bit. So both men so brave and tough, but it's Rees that started the faster here as well.
But Buckland has changed his tactics. He's in the back foot, he's circling a bit more. Have the body shots finally got him? He's still looking strong, still getting good punches off, but not trying to dictate, not in Rees's face the way he was before.
Rees isn't altering anything. Body shots and uppercuts. That's his staple in this fight. It's more or less the same from Buckland as well. There's another whipping body shot.
And you can see the redness around there, the rib cage of Buckland. Are good solid punches from Rees. Buckland caught with his head a little bit high, and that's one of the first signs of tiredness. When the head's high and you take the full force of the punch. Yep, he's been caught with his head high, whereas Rees, chin down, still nice and tight.
And the mouth hanging open from Buckland as well. And it's Rees on the front foot, and Buckland pinned up against the ropes. Nice little inside uppercut again, though, from Buckland. Gets him off the ropes and out of trouble. Fascinating battle, really is. Non-stop action. Again, Buckland looking a little bit weary there as he just sucked in some air.
Yeah, but Rees is missing as he comes forward. A little bit erratic from Rees, walking on the shots. Good stuff there from Buckland. He's changed his tactics, but he's certainly got it working part of the time. Yeah, Rees just a little bit wild with his punches there, just one going off target, being pulled up. Buckland, he's throwing some arm punches, but they're still point scoring, and the facial damage worsening in Rees at the right eye. Good stuff there from him.
Really is. And Rees just teeing off there, and Buckland again with that little flurry of punches. Not going to hurt Rees, but he hopes they're going to catch the eye of the judges. But it was solid work from Rees, and there's another big right cross coming in from Gavin Rees. This is attritional, and it's hard, and it's brutal.
Well, Buckland still keeping his work rate up. The better punching may be coming from Rees. So tough to split them here, isn't it?
It really is.
Just
it's a hard
head to
battle
head,
between
no clinch, yep.
two hard men. It really is. They both look absolutely exhausted. Let's go and join Ed.
Well, the feeling online is that very much, despite them both showing so much pride and defiance, that maybe Buckland is starting to take over here. And it begs the question, who wants it more if it's a real war of attrition? And Gavin Rees in the build-up did talk about retirement if he lost. So, Nicky, it's a bit of a worry, isn't it, for Gavin Rees, although you've got him ahead still?
I've got him a few rounds ahead because each round is being edged, but I think it's worrying me that he's having to fight as hard as he is. Gavin Rees has been through this before, though. Many times he's come back and shown.
He has faded late in fights as well.
He's also faded late, but I think that Buckland is showing signs of wear and tear too. I think either man could, as Nick said earlier, could just fold at any time. It's one of those fights. They're really pushing each other harder than both of them expected, I think.
They're both so desperate for the win, aren't they?
Oh, they really want to, because it means more in front of their home fans.
Back to you, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Ed. Jim, not sure I'm totally buying into that consensus online that Buckland is taking over.
No, but I find myself agreeing with Nicky. I think the better work has been coming from Rees. I mean, Buckland wasn't putting enough thought into his work in the early rounds. I couldn't split them in the sixth. I just thought that was terrific, that they both poured out everything they had. But I feel that you know, the quality, the better quality stuff, the more controlled boxing from Rees. But Buckland just putting so much into this.
Being watched in near silence, not because of boredom, but because I think people realise just how hard and grueling this is for both these fellas. I think people are full of admiration for two real warriors. That word gets overused in boxing, but it applies to these two.
It's the change of tactics again from Buckland, standing off, boxing his way in now as opposed to just, you know, following his face in the early stages. Some spoiling tactics there from Rees. Good right hand from
Buckland.
Buckland.
Right hook. Buckland, yeah. Following up with the jab, but Rees trying to work his way past that.
But this is smarter boxing from Buckland, using him in behind the jab. I mean, in the early rounds, he was just marching straight forward, trying to impose himself. But there's a bit more thought in what he's doing at the moment.
Marking up badly around the right eye, Gavin Rees.
Yeah, he's dancing away with his hands down, Gavin Rees. That's a sign of just trying to let the blood flow, because you know, the shoulders start to tire. This really is tough. Oh, lovely right hand again from Buckland. Oh, he's taking a little bit of a breather at the moment.
He is, but is Buckland able to capitalise? He's chugging forward, but how much work is he doing? Last minute of this seventh round.
No, I see good work from Buckland here. The jab's been working.
Well, the pace has dropped from those first 3 or 4 rounds, which is hardly a surprise. It was relentless in the early going. It's almost becoming a battle of survival now. Rees just boring in this time.
A little bit low from Rees there, but no complaint from Buckland.
No word from Mark Green, the referee. There's that one that's borderline from Rees.
I mean, Rees's body punching has been terrific. You know, credit to Buckland for taking those.
But Rees looked really tired at the end of that round. Very weary getting onto his stool. Look at this.
You're too good for this, kid. You just got to stick to the game plan, son. Right? Listen, how tired do you think he is? All in body shots. You're busting him up. You're breaking him down. Oi, I've got you slightly ahead, but you've got to win these 5 rounds, right? To make sure, right?
Put someone at top.
Gary Lockett knows Gavin Rees so well. He knows all the right things to say.
You've got to hit him with the same amount or more back. Okay? How do you feel, son?
Right.
You don't look all right. Oi, you got this, right? But don't go on your bike. You're going on the bike, you're making your legs tired by going on your bike. All right? Driving back. Swing around a little bit. 10 seconds.
Rees can hardly talk in that corner. Buckland off his stool very early.
Seconds out. Round 8.
And here we go again, round 8. I'll take your best shots. You can have mine.
Well, Buckland seems slightly the happier of the two at the moment. Rees just little signs he was feeling sorry for himself a little bit. He's hit this fella with terrific body shots, terrific head shots, but he just can't discourage him.
I think that's why Lockett told him, I've got you slightly ahead. He's given Rees something to defend. Good start this from Rees.
don't think it's about tactics anymore. I think it's just about who's prepared to dig in that little bit deeper into himself. This is terrific stuff.
Yeah, it really is about wills now. What about Father Time? Rees 33, Buckland 27. Will age be a factor in the championship rounds here?
Yeah. Rees had a little drive forward there, but then had to come off the pedal, get his breath back. Ah, terrific shots. Yeah, that one was the hit that landed a little bit low. Couple have gone low, but Mark Green's done well, just keeping out of things. Wasn't a danger area, it looked to be around about the hips. I think Rees is quite glad.
Oh yeah, he's taking the breather there. But not for long. Maybe now that some of these body punches are getting a bit borderline, is that a sign of tiredness from Rees? Again, one lands, the other comes straight back. 3 uppercuts ripped in by Buckland.
Yeah, that little bat just made Buckland look the boss in that little spell there. Forced him back, pushed him back, dug in the 4 uppercuts.
Not much coming back from Rees at all. I think he's really started to struggle. And I think the online community might be right here, because Buckland is now starting to take over.
Well, it's his kind of fight. This is the fight he prepared for, the fight he planned for. And now he's got it. Rees wanted to use his skills, box from the outside, he told us. He didn't want this.
But now suddenly a dip there from Buckland, and Rees spotted it. The old champion sensed a weakness, but then can't capitalise himself because he looks on the point of exhaustion. These two have put so much into this. Doubling up again from Buckland. Your heart is going to go out to whoever ends up on the wrong side of this, because they've put everything they've got into it, both of them. And it's the long walk back to the corner for Gavin Rees, who needs help from Gary Lockett to get there.
Oi, 4 rounds to go.
To be honest with you, he's batted out.
Has he got 4 rounds in him?
Put your arms down by the side, Gav. Arms down here, baby.
He's exhausted. He's absolutely out here.
You've got to suck it up, right? And you've got to get
99% of fighters, you'd say that's it, it's over. But Rees is so tough.
4 rounds left, Gav. Right?
Well, I still have him 1 point up at the moment, but the fight has turned against him.
Okay. What's it take?
There's no movement. Buckland is able to walk through his
just
punches,
low blows,
the body
right?
shots, haven't gotten the result he wanted. And he is not the happier of the two at the moment.
Well,
Buckland, this is the fight Buckland coming looking for. And this looks like his territory.
And as hard as he is, Gavin Rees looks like he is in some distress. 4 rounds to go. It must seem like 40 rounds when you're as exhausted as he seems to be. Starting fast here, or trying to. Mark Green sending him back.
See, I think we have a situation, although there's not a title on the line, Buckland is the challenger, if you like. You know, he's the one with the lesser reputation, the underdog. So this is a huge, and he's fighting like a challenger. He's giving it everything. He's done that from the first bell.
Catching him there, Rees with the right hand. And again, positive start from Rees. Digging in deep, but again, every time he manages to tee off on Buckland, the younger man just comes straight back at him, giving him no breathing room at all.
I think if I was Rees, I would start using more head shots. The body shots don't seem to be getting a result, and I think the head shots would impress the judges a little bit more.
It is the kind of fight, though, if somebody goes, they'll be gone, because they'll have nothing left. Buckland going to the body this time. It's almost like they've just cancelled each other out and boxing to a standstill here.
Rees is not matching the work rate at the moment.
No,
that was 4 punches from Buckland, 1 back from Rees. Buckland's just forcing the punches out.
I bet at the end of this round, if it carries on like this, your scorecard is going to have a very different look to it than when we last saw it, Jim, because Buckland and now some blood around the face of Rees here as Buckland just picks him off, catches him with a nice right uppercut as well. Buckland.
That was clever stuff from Buckland. There were arm punching, there wasn't power in them, but it was a knuckle part of the glove. There were point scoring. And he's kept the work rate. Terrific effort from Buckland.
It's a phenomenal effort from Buckland. And astonishing that Rees is still there and still throwing punches back. Well, Rees is trying to mount the comeback here, and Buckland must be thinking, what is going on? It is, they're trying to break each other's souls here.
Rees has found some more snap back in his punches again, but he's been outworked in this round. He's throwing ones and twos, whereas Buckland's throwing little bunts. They're not all landing, but they're keeping Rees occupied.
Rees just loading up here and missing. Missing again. That was better, that one got through. But he's just loading up and swinging, and it's Buckland that's picking the cleaner shots at the moment.
Yeah, Rees's punches are just a little bit tired looking. I mean, this has been a grueling pace all the way through. Hardly a clinch.
And so much respect in this auditorium for both these men. I think whether you came in as a Rees supporter or a Buckland fan,
breathe, come on, breathe.
You must be lost in admiration for both of them. They put everything on the line tonight.
That was smart stuff in that round from Buckland. They just pumped the punches out. No great power in those little bursts of arm punches, but they were point scoring, and there wasn't that much coming back. There were times when he was letting 3 and 4 punches go. Rees coming back with 1. Well, what a terrific battle this has been. Start to finish, hardly a clinch.
Come here. Okay, don't let him drive you back.
Sure, fine. Take it over, take it over.
Corners, 10 seconds.
He's got to bucket out.
He's done a great job on that cut from Buckland as well. Round 10. Amazingly, the title, well, it's not a title, is it? It's an eliminator for a shot at the British lightweight title, this.
Well, as you see, I have it level, but the last 3 rounds to Buckland just been the busier, putting 3 and 4 punches out as he's doing now.
Oh,
nice
great shot back from Rees. Really was. Well, it's the business end of the fight now. Who can summon up some reserves? Rees seems to have come out of the doldrums he was in a couple of rounds ago. A couple of rounds ago, he had that long walk over to his stool, and Gary Lovely had to come and help him all the way back.
Well, he's trying to come forward again, Nick. He spent too long on his heels in the previous couple of rounds. He's trying to take it to Buckland now.
Great stuff again. Rees though forced to clinch. Good body work again. A couple of great lefts to the body from Rees, but Buckland has been taking those from the first 10 seconds of this fight, and nothing ever seems to have slowed him. That marking up around the eye of Rees is just getting worse and worse.
Buckland's legs are still looking strong, whereas Rees a little bit flat-footed. Good left hook from him though. Oh, digging the body shots in again, but taking one back.
Doing it all night, haven't they? Great effort this from Rees though, really summoning something extra up. And showing the experience just to hold and buy himself a few more seconds. Try and recover. Just I wonder if Buckland can just raise his game a little bit here.
Yeah, well, we have seen a drive from Rees in this round. He's just trying to dig deep. Buckland blowing at the moment.
For all the success that Rees has had, how many times has he forced Buckland back? And there, here we go again.
He took a body shot there, but worried him now.
Rees pouring forward. Unbelievable bravery.
So tough to split them in. I mean, it's just punch for punch. Maybe Rees just a little bit busier in that round.
Get it up.
Both corners looking at each other there as if trying to gauge how the other guy's feeling.
Tell me you want it. Right, Wolf, you've got to start driving it in. Come on. Oi, you're getting on top. You're getting on top, then you're not doing nothing. You've got to carry on, okay? Once you get on top and drive him back, listen, when you come into a clinch, walk him back to the ropes. Walk him back to the ropes. Don't let him push you back.
I can't see him.
I know, but you've got 2 rounds left.
I thought I heard him saying I can't see him as the trouble with the swelling in that right eye. But that was a terrific effort from Rees. I mean, I thought we'd seen all we were going to see. I thought that the fight was beginning to slip away from him. But again, as he's done all night long, dug into himself.
He definitely did say I can't see him, and that damage around the right eye is quite noticeable. Round 11 in what has been a compelling war of attrition. We've still got the main event to come after this, and Buckland having a look at Mark Green there. We've still got Lee Selby and Rendell Monroe, and of course Big Anthony Joshua. He's up next.
There's another low shot from Rees there. I think Mark Green thought about pulling him about it, but Buckland didn't complain, so just let it carry on. We don't want the referee spoiling this. This is terrific.
The referee hasn't spoiled it, has he? Nobody's spoiled this. It's been a compelling spectacle. It went off so fast. I remember you saying in the second round, Jim, no way is this going 12 rounds.
Good body shot.
Yeah.
Good body shot from Rees, and he knows it.
Buckland has soaked up so many to the body. Is Rees ever going to get through?
Where is Rees finding the power in these shots?
Well, he looked to be on the way out 3 or 4 rounds ago, Rees. As you say, he's summoned it up again. It's an extraordinary effort from him, but both of them just have slowed to a crawl, and that is entirely understandable. They put so much into this, and still you can't separate them.
Well, Rees is still finding power in the body shots. Buckland missing there. They just must be totally exhausted. It's just heart and determination and will to win that's keeping them going here. Well, Rees is doing well again here. He's finding something.
He really is. Buckland is not able to impose himself at all. And I tell you what, I'm glad I'm not a judge in this one, Jim. I wouldn't want to be telling either of these fellas, sorry, I've given it to the other guy, you've lost.
No, there's just been so many rounds with nothing to split them. The gum shield out.
Would you believe there's some booing in this arena? Presumably that is from people who've never been to a boxing match. Good shot again from Rees. There is an argument, Jim, looking at your scorecard from a round or 2 ago, that they could actually call this one a draw.
Well, I have Rees 1 point up at the moment, and I've been winning this round so far. So now I would have him 2 points up heading into the last round. But Nick, there's so many rounds where it's impossible to split them. You just have to pick who you like. But the character both men have shown, but especially Rees for me, he's found something. We thought he was out of this. I thought Rees just did enough to nick that.
Right, listen to me, listen to me. Win this last round, you won the fight. You pinched that round, okay? Listen to me. Come on now, right?
Yeah.
Breathe
Look
deep.
at agreeing with you, Jim.
Breathe deep. Come on, son. Okay?
I mean, this has been terrific. So many rounds. I had Rees off to a real flying start in the early rounds, you know, so that it could hinge, the whole result could hinge on that. Buckland was coming forward but not putting an awful lot of thought into what he was doing, just trying to grind Rees down. I thought Rees's boxing was better, but this could well hinge on the last round. And as you said a second ago, I don't expect anybody would be upset with a draw, but with an eliminator you want to find a winner so someone can move on from it.
And I'll tell you something else, Jim, it might only be the 1st of February, that means we've got 11 months left in the year, but you're going to have to go some to serve up something better than what Gavin Rees and Gary Buckland have served up here. Absolutely terrific stuff from two friends, two warriors, two credits to the game. Now, can somebody find a breakthrough here in this last round and settle this decisively once and for all? The tape has come loose on the left glove of Gavin Rees once again, and the right one as well, but it's definitely flapping away on the other glove. And now there's a bit more booing. The left glove might come loose again, and it has already. That needs to be taped up. That should have been dealt with at the time.
I mean, Mark Green tried to tuck it in. That wasn't clever.
It needed to be dealt with.
You want to cut it, don't put more tape on, just cut it and get him back out there. That's the quickest solution. I mean, where's Gary's scissors? No, it's just too much of a panic. Where are the scissors? Don't have them handy, obviously.
And now we can resume this last round. Who's got the grandstand finish in him?
Well, Rees has been here before at a higher level. But what a tremendous battle. Every round, round after round, non-stop action. It's been terrific.
And Jim, how would you tell one of these men, sorry, son, you lost? How could you say to Gavin Rees, your career goes out tonight in a fight like this? How could you tell Gary Buckland, sorry, this wasn't enough? What a battle, what a fight. Both men giving 100% of what they've got.
Yeah, well, Rees is answering everything now. I mean, a couple of rounds earlier, he was coming back with one punch from Buckland was throwing four. But now, another round, how do you split them here? Yeah. This is terrific.
Well, it's all getting a bit scrappy and messy in this last minute. Hardly a surprise. It's extraordinary that we're in the last minute. You said back in round 2 it doesn't go 12. Nobody in this auditorium would have disagreed with you. But here we are, 30 seconds away from the final bell. And two guys who deserve to hit big punches from Rees right there. And Buckland answering, but Buckland getting tagged again, and both of them just digging in. One last huge effort. Unbelievable stuff from both these guys. Now it's Buckland landing left hooks and Rees just soaking them up. Pick a winner. But don't call either of these men a loser.
Well, they have nothing left, but what a final round to put up.
Gavin Rees and Gary Buckland, soak up that applause. You deserve every bit of it.
That was terrific. As you say, Nick, I wouldn't particularly like to be a judge on that one. So hotly contested every second of every round. I have Gavin Rees a couple of points up at the end. I think he just did that little bit better work, the classier stuff in the earlier stages. But the middle stages, Buckland come right back at him. The stats have it the other way, although Buckland did throw a lot of punches, some arm punches and the like. So yes, it's just down to what you like. I mean, it was tremendous stuff, tremendous. Every round
you
was
could flip
tremendous.
that the other way and have no argument.
Yeah, if the judges see that other way, I would have absolutely no argument, because so many rounds were so tough to score. Even the last round, I couldn't split them. I mean, it looked as though Rees was on his way to winning it, but back would come Buckland. But, I mean, that was terrific. I mean, it shows what the British title means to these guys. This is an eliminator for Guy, you know, especially Rees, who has boxed at that, former world champion. And it shows, I suppose, you have the little bit of local pride coming into things. The judges have a job. We'll see how they come up with it.
Yeah, and it's an unenviable job tonight as well. It really is. This lightweight division has served up another treat. Hugs and embraces all round. And really, any combination of scores could come up here. You could see it for Rees. You can make a case for Buckland. You could see it a draw. Mark Green, the referee, leading the applause. And there's a message for all the young guns in the lightweight division, all the up-and-comers. The Tommy Coyles, the Luke Campbells, the Terry Flanagans. There's some real grizzled, hardened, seasoned pros in this division, and you just seem to have them at work tonight. What a battle between these two. And now I think we are going to find out who moves on to a shot at the British title and who faces a very uncertain future indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 magnificent rounds of boxing, we have our first contest into the fight of the year. Please show your appreciation, which has been asked by the British Boxing Board of Control and referee. You will never, ever see anything like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision.
And that is no surprise.
John Keane scores the contest 116-113 in favour of Buckland. Judge Ian John Lewis scores the contest 116-113 in favour of Rees. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Terry O'Connor scores the contest 115-114 in favour of, and through to challenge for the Lord Lonsdale's challenge belt and the British Lightweight Championship, from Cardiff!
It's Buckland. It's Buckland by the narrowest of margins. 115-114 on Terry O'Connor's card. Look at what it means to Gavin Rees, and also look at what it means to Buckland and his team. And Rees says he would retire if he lost this one. But Gavin, please, don't go out on a night like that. That was a magnificent effort, it really was. You've got to give some credit to Buckland, an awful lot of credit to Buckland. But you always knew, Jim, that that score, however it was seen, was going to bring heartbreak for one of these two magnificent fighters.
Yeah, I mean, Rees, how many more times could he do this anyway? I wouldn't blame him if he retired. He's had a terrific career. Not surprised it was a split decision. I said I wouldn't complain. You couldn't complain about what way the verdict swayed. By 1 point, split them over between the three scores. It was tremendous, a tremendous battle. And of the two, maybe Buckland is the more fresher at this stage in his career. Rees at 33. How many more times can we expect him to put up performances like he did tonight? Terrific battle.
Extraordinary stuff. Two great warriors, two good friends as well, and sitting side by side, ready to talk to Ed.
An incredible battle, standing ovation from everyone in this arena. Have you got the energy to talk, Gary?
I want to go home to bed. As I say, Gavin's a true champion, and he pushed me all the way, and I think I pushed him, and it was a split decision, and it could have went either way, but I'm happy.
How confident were you were going to get it in the end?
Well, the game plan was to push him back the first 6 rounds and sort of step over. And I think game plan worked a little bit, but he still pushed all the way.
Gavin, it was an epic battle. I thought you two were friends.
Well, I told you before, we're friends before. We're a true warrior spirit tonight and we're friends now. Top fighter. Game over.
It's a reminder of all that's good in the game. You did talk beforehand about retiring if you lost. It was so close. What's your answer?
I don't know, I just couldn't get going in the first 6 rounds. I think I come back quite well towards people who don't think I can do the 12 rounds. I think I was pushing it towards the end there, the cracking battle. And like I say, could have went either way, so the judges scored it his favourite guy, so he's a winner.
Gary, you've earned the right to fight Martin Gethin for the British title, but would you be open to the chance of a return?
I think I would, and everybody in here would. So we'll see what the board says, and if we get on again, definitely no problem.
Gavin, would you be up for that?
I don't know, I'll have to go and see what I'm doing first in my career. I've lost 3 in a row now. Like nearly 34, so I'm going to see what's happening after this. Have a little rest with my family and see what happens then.
No, Teddy Hearn, it was amazing, wasn't it?
It's one of the best fights I've seen, you know. It was such a close fight. I felt Gavin might have just nicked the fight. But, you know, both such a credit to the sport. An unbelievable fight. They both deserve a huge amount of respect, and hats off to both of them.
Incredible. Johnny, I'd love to see a rematch, but...
I'm tired just watching that, Ed. I'm absolutely shattered. And we've not even got to the top of the night. Boys, how can 2 guys get in the ring and hug after that, after such a terror?
Johnny, I personally just want to say to both of them, my pure respect. That was absolutely fantastic what they did. And for Gavin Rees, you know, who's a former British, a former European and a former world champion, to pull it up, to pull it out, to pull that much fever out in an eliminator for the British title really took something special. So to Gavin Rees, you know, we may have lost this, but you know, for one man, he's some man, I'll tell you that.
Joe, Gavin Rees, a good friend of yours. Did you agree with that decision there?
I thought Gavin maybe won by 1 round, but you know what, a fantastic fight, and I'd love to see a rematch.
Wouldn't be a good idea for him to walk away after a performance like that, would it?
I know, but obviously Gavin's lost 3 in a row now. He's won the world title, and that's the way up the options really. He doesn't want to keep fighting, you know. And that was a hard fight tonight.
Let's talk Mr. Buckland. What a performance!
Well, it was a brilliant performance by both men. You know, I thought Gavin may have just pinched it, but I no argue with the decision. You know, can Gavin come back? You know, at his age, maybe not. Gary Buckland could have come back had it gone the other way. Gavin, does he want to? That's the question. He can come back. He's got lots to offer, but does he want to?
But it's a fight that will go down in Welsh boxing folklore, because I think nobody will forget that. Anybody that was here will never forget that fight.
We were all sat there with our mouths open thinking, which way is this fight going to go? These guys showed everything that any young boxer coming through has got to have.
He's done well. Gavin started slowly, you know, and he got tired about the 6th round. He got caught with some good shots, and he looked weak, but he came on very strong in the later rounds. That's why I thought Gavin might have edged it, but you know what? It's giving credit to Buckland. 2 warriors in the ring tonight. It's a fantastic fight.
Look, if the rematch doesn't happen, where does Mr. Buckland go after this?
Well, Gary Buckland wants the British title, and he'll be really up for that, and he'll have a great chance of doing it too. You know, he's finding it comfortable at this weight. He's looking good at the weights. He shows great stamina there. Gavin Rees, big respect. You know, as Joe said, he came back. He showed us once again what a gutsy fighter he is. And Gary Buckland, you know, it was like that. It was a brilliant fight. Both men had great performances.
You know, I wouldn't want to see the back of Gavin Rees. I wouldn't want to see him retire, because his last 2 fights, Anthony Troller and this, both could have gone either way. So I don't want to see him lose hard, because he's still got so much to offer.
It's one of those fights when you see 2 fighters harassing the life out of each other in the ring to get such a performance.
It's great, you know, like I said, it's a great fight. And I love Gavin. You know, he had a great career. You know, as the world champion, but losing 3 in a row, obviously to take some time out after this fight took a lot out of him.
Absolutely out of breath. Right, after the break, it's time for Olympic gold medalist Anthony Joshua to try and steal a spotlight after that performance.